So if you guys know me, you guys know I absolutely love macro pads. I think they make such a cool addition to your desk, and honestly, I try to collect as many as I can. And you guys have probably seen it on my stream, but I've been using this DMQ Spin for quite some time now. It's a really nice macro pad. It's 12 buttons with some rotary encoders on it. I really like it. It's honestly one of my favorite macro pads at the moment, with a little OLED that I added additionally to it. But macro pads come in all shapes and sizes. I even have this smaller macro pad, which is 3 buttons, which is called the Ivy, which is no longer available. But honestly, it was such a cool little product, and it looked really good too. Well, recently the team from Treasure Type sent me out something to take a look at. It's a 9-button macro pad, and honestly, it's one of the more pretty ones that I've seen in quite some time, and I can't wait to unbox it with you guys. And for reference, I'm not getting paid for this. I just wanted to take a look at this macro pad and unbox it with you. I haven't actually seen it myself. I don't even know what color they sent me. I think it's a brass or chrome one, but we'll find out. And the one thing that stood out to me right away was this premium packaging that the Treasure Type-9 actually came in. I'm a sucker for really nice packaging, and this did impress me. And we're going to be opening this treasure right now. It does have a magnetic lid to it, which is really nice. And we're greeted with the contents, which we have a sticker and what looks like a quick start guide. And the basic quick start guide gives you some ideas on how to assemble this thing, which I also did in the video here. If you guys are curious, you can skip ahead. And this is VIA compatible, which is a huge plus. The default layout does consist of volume controls, but all can be edited within VIA later. So it looks like we're greeted with the actual macro pad on this side here, as well as an accessory box. And as we open the accessory box, we see some yellow silicone feet, a tiny screwdriver and some screws, some DSA profile keycaps. We also have a braided USB-C cable, which is actually pretty good quality. And we also have a travel case for it. We have an aluminum plate, a microfiber cloth, and lastly we have our PCB, and the PCB is a hot swap PCB, which is awesome for anyone who just kind of wants to try some new switches or pop in some old switches, as well as per key RGB, which is pretty awesome too. This can all be controlled within VIA. This is USB-C as well as supports south-facing switches. Now that we're done with the accessory box, we can actually take a look at this beautiful chrome finished macro pad. Quality-wise, this thing was pretty good. Now I can't speak if this was cherry-picked or not, but there was no scratches, marks, anything like that. And the inside was pretty solid too. I didn't notice any sort of oddities or machining marks. A+ quality. And as you guys saw in the unboxing, it does not come with any switches. So you are going to need to go out and purchase at least 9 switches, probably 10 to be safe, to get this thing to work. But it is a hot swap PCB, meaning you can assemble this and just pop switches in and out depending on your preference. You get a little mini screwdriver, some additional feet, as well as a microfiber cloth, and even a carrying case in case you take this places with you. And the inclusion of some DSA keycaps was a nice touch as well. But like I said, the only thing missing is some switches, so that would be nice to see in some future iterations of this product. But perhaps the target audience is probably someone who is an enthusiast and has a bunch of switches lying around already. Even so, I think some included basic switches would be nice. But let's get this thing built, shall we? Alright, to start we're going to grab our macro pad case, the plate, the PCB, included screws, as well as some switches. Now what I do suggest is taking the PCB as well as the plate and installing the switches outside of the case. That way there we can screw it in all later and make sure any of the hot swaps don't get damaged while we're inserting our switches. And we're just going to lay that flat on the ground, put the plate on, and pop in our switches this way. And they did mention this little notch over here is supposed to align with the USB-C, so make sure this orientation is upwards, facing the USB-C. Now, once you're done assembling the PCB and plate, you can actually put that assembly within the macro pad itself. So the next step here is we're actually going to be using the screwdriver and screws, and the screwdriver it came with is actually a little bit hard to use. So I ended up using the Wow Stick, which is just a motorized screwdriver, and it took a while to screw these things in. It's pretty hilarious. Take a look. Eight seconds, crazy. Next up, we're going to grab our keycaps and put those guys on. And once you're done putting the keycaps on, that's the last step. You're ready to go. Now I'm going to do a sound demo for you guys. I know it's not a regular keyboard. It's not going to sound 100%, but enjoy anyways. And I compared it to some other macro pads that I had. It feels so weird to type on Artisans. The Treasure Type-9 does feel like a premium product, and I do like it a lot. It has a really nice weight going for it. The finish is really good. Large silicone feet so it doesn't slide around. I mean, what else can you ask for really in a macro pad? So I'm actually quite happy about the included keycaps. They actually look really good too. But one of the biggest reasons why I actually love macro pads is just the variety of things that you can get, and they make cool desk accessories. And usually these are a little bit different in terms of designs than your typical keyboard, which is just sometimes a metal rectangle from the top down. Let's be honest, most of the fun part happens on the back or the bottom. And if you're already into the community, these things make an awesome little accessory to hold novelties or even artisan keycaps. But these macro pads start at $99, so they do have a higher price point to them. I mean, it is more of a premium product in this case here, but there are a variety of macro pads you can pick up from anywhere from $20 all the way up to $150. I've even seen some that are way more than that, but again, it's really just what you want to buy. These are luxury items at the end of the day. And who's this product for? Well, let's be honest here. It's for someone who's an enthusiast, someone who wants a really nice desk accessory, or someone who's just looking to pick up a really fancy macro pad that not only looks good, but honestly feels pretty good too. I didn't have any problems with this. Sometimes you get those macro pads that wobble, kind of like you saw in the DMQ over there. But yeah, pretty cool. I thought I'd share that with you guys. I honestly, again, adore macro pads, so this was really fun to me. And I'm going to be using this on my desk from now on. It's a really pretty product. And thank you again to the team at Treasure Types for sending this out to review. Honestly, it was a cool unboxing experience. I didn't have to do this, but I really wanted to. I really wanted to share with you guys something that I was really excited about. I love macro pads. But if you guys like videos like this, you guys can hit the subscribe button down below. I'm always on Twitch. Well, kinda. I don't really know my schedule anymore. It's kind of random, but typically Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. But I'd love to see you guys stop by. Thank you guys again for all the support, and see ya.